If I was to give you $5 million, $2 million, $1 million, would it fix and solve your business problems? Do you think that that amount of money infused into your business would make your world a lot better? I'm going to tell you it won't. It'll make it better for you temporarily, but it does not solve your problems. See, cash masks your issues. When you have a lot of cash coming in and money coming in, you still have those problems. They just haven't rose to the level to where you want to take advantage of them and look at them. So I just got off the phone with a client, and my client was telling me, he was like, all I need is money. I need $3 million funding to get this thing going. And I asked him, I said, if I gave you $7 million today, if I wrote you a check for $7 million, would that solve your problems? And he told me, he said, yes, it would solve my problems because I could fund this. And I go, it won't solve your problems. It's a temporary solution to a very long problem that you have. It's a Band-Aid. And what happens is, if he doesn't fix his company, that $7 million or $3 million that he needs is gone, and we're back at the same boat we were in, and today, coming up in the near future. All he's going to do is just blow that cash, and the problems are going to come back up, and they're going to magnify. So when you don't have the cash coming into the business, those problems just come to the forefront, and they just magnify as they're massive problems. So cash really just masks those problems. So when I was going through it with him, I said, well, what about your operational issues? What about your employee issues? What about your sales issues? What about your reliability issues on your machines to make it reliable? All he wants to do is he wanted that cash to come in to build more machines, to get more machines out into the marketplace. But what does that really do for his business? Well, he can sell more machines and he can sell those all out into the marketplace. But what he can't do now is he can't service the problems with more machines. It's going to require more manpower to service these machines. And he doesn't even have the machines done correctly because they're breaking down and they're only being utilized 72% of the time, and they need to be utilized online for 95% of the time. So he feels in his mind, and most business owners feel in their mind, if I get an influx of cash, I will correct all of my problems. But it doesn't work that way. Out of the 1,500 plus clients I have been associated with and analyzed and helped in my career, an influx of cash would never help them become a better business, because you have to have your foundation of your business solid before you start building on top of it and influencing and putting in cash on there. Think of it as your house. So if you were to have a shaky foundation and you build a one-story house, would you put another story on top of your house? Would you build another story on your house on a shaky foundation and put more weight and more people up on that second floor on a shaky foundation? You'd be insane to do that. Just because you could house more people doesn't mean the foundation is going to be able to support it. So you must get your foundation in your business corrected and solid before you influx and get a multiple of cash, especially in today's economic environment and in today's economy. It's a little shaky. We've just raised interest rates again for the 10th time in a year. Our borrowing power is starting to cost more. So that means, what we got a loan for a year ago is costing us now infinite amount of money more than what it was. So now we got to take that cash flow into perspective into our business. So once you get your foundation, and a good downturn in the economy is a perfect time to really get in and look at our foundation of our business and really understand the issues that are going to start being maximized because of a slow economy, that are going to bubble up to the top, that we can look at that and get our foundation solid again so we can increase sales and we can increase our revenue and we can have an influx of money when the time is right. because again, all cash does is mask those problems. You know, when I was talking to my same client and he was talking about, you know, back in the day when he first met his wife was a single mom, and she was very conscious of their electricity bill and their insurance bill, and always shopping for the cheapest because that's how she was getting by. But now they combine their household. He's very successful in his business, and now she could care less about what the electricity bill is, what their insurance is, and what their shopping spending is, because she's comfortable in what they're pulling in. But if they weren't, she would be back at that old part of saying, you know what, I've got to really mind my P's and Q's and really control my costs. And that's really what you want to do in business. It doesn't matter how much business is coming in or cash is coming in. It's all about what's going on the outflow. What is our outflow? And can we back that outflow up or slow that outflow up just a little bit? And that puts more money in our pocket. And then when the times are tough, we have that money to reinvest in marketing and reinvest in sales and reinvest in our people, or just have that extra cushion that we can weather a downturn. We can weather the storm, because it's only temporary. It will get better, but some people won't make it through a recession, and some people won't make it through the economy that we're going through now. Now, over 1.5 million businesses closed their doors in 08 and 09 and 10 because they didn't have this fundamental principle instilled into their business. So get your foundation corrected in your business. Get all of the holes in the boat plugged, so that way you can start saving this, and you're not having to lay off. You're not having to cut all this stuff back. If you just did an audit of your expenses, I know that you could save 1 to 5% on your current spending, and that every dollar you save from expenses is a dollar that you put to your bottom line. So just think about that. Cash influx into your business isn't going to solve your problems. It's just going to put a Band-Aid on it, and you're going to have massive problems in the future and down the road, because all you did was just cover that problem up because you didn't change your habits. Your habits are still going to stay the same. Your spending habits, your behavioral patterns, all that will stay the same with just a little bit more money, and it probably will get worse. So until you're ready to change that, get your foundation in order. And once that foundation is solid, you're rock steady, then you can build that next level on top of your first level, and start just building and building and building, because your foundation is solid. Anyway, I hope this helped. I just had to record this after I got off the phone with my client, because I just remember that, you know what? It's very important that cash will not solve your problems. It just masks them, and it'll be away. So anyway, please like and subscribe and share the video. Thanks, and talk to you soon.